Hello, my name is Rabbi Rosenthal. I'm one of the rabbis at Havet Achim Synagogue in Atlanta, Georgia. It's my honor to be with you through the Interfaith Children's Movement as part of the ICM's Faith in Action video series. So thank you for asking for my time and this moment when I could share with you a prayer. So Jews are mandated to pray several times a day. And a central part of our prayer experience is called the Amidah, literally standing. It is a collection of prayers which highlight what we stand for, what it is we need in order to stand before the Creator, before our fellow human beings in this world, with all of its blessings and all of its struggles. As part of the work of the ICM, there are a few blessings that really speak out to me, but one speaks about the attribute of God that is interwoven in all of creation. It speaks to God's salvation, something that many faiths share with the Jewish faith. The idea that God saves, God redeems human beings. And the attribute that is woven into the fabric of existence is called gevurah, is called strength or courage. And our prayer, Atah Gibor leolam Adonai mechayeh metim atarav leoshia, that God's salvation is tied to this idea, this attribute of courage and strength. And it highlights that what God is able to do with this is to mechayeh hametim, is to give life to the dead. Now, depending on your spiritual posture, depending on your spiritual tradition, you might have various ideas of what mechayeh hametim, what giving life to the dead really means. Now that we're all sheltering in place and watching a whole lot of Netflix and other streaming videos, depending on what you're binge watching, you might have a different idea of what mechayeh hametim means as well. But the concept that I want to unpack with you right now, the concept that the prayer later on elaborates on, is something different. It's not some supernatural force that brings ghouls or ghosts or even our loved ones from the dead who have passed many years ago, but instead, the prayer goes on to say, Somech noflim urofech cholim umatir asurim. It highlights three categories of people. People who are somech noflim, people who are fallen, God somech, God supports. Rofech cholim, those who are sick, God heals. Umatir asurim, and those who are bound, who are held captive, God frees. Now in this time and the work we do together with ICM, we know all too well that even in our modern day, in our enlightened era that we live in, there are plenty of people who are still captive. There are children who are captive. And it isn't just with God's help, it's with God's partnership that we have the courage to free them. We have the courage to free ourselves from the bondage we find ourselves in. That is why our classic story in Judaism is the Exodus from Egypt. We are all slaves in one way or another. And in our world, there are people, children, who are enslaved. And we need to have the courage to free them. And in doing that, maybe we could have the courage to free ourselves from indifference, free ourselves from the fear of being different from others, free ourselves from being overburdened with being involved. ICM and all of the partners, including my congregations, AA, ACTS, we understand what it means to have that courage. We understand what it means to look towards God and ask for courage. It is woven into the fabric of this universe. It's our responsibility to dig deep, to find the courage, and bring it out for all those who need light in a dark world. Thank you for letting me share this prayer, and I pray that you are well.